Who is at risk? The pimp searches for children in all kinds of neighborhoods. The average age at which children enter trafficking is 12 to 14. 100,000 to 300,000 children are estimated to be at risk of being trafficked. This number is way low based on the secrecy of the crime itself. The children who are neglected or come from poor backgrounds are not the only ones at risk, but kids from good homes and good neighborhoods are also at risk of being abducted and trafficked. How are the children taken? The way a pimp takes his children is somewhat consistent. He usually seeks out the children and tries to find what they do and what they like. He then preys on the innocents and tricks them into believing in him. When a certain trust is established, he convinces the kid to run away with him, whisking the child into a life of commercial sex. There are two main tricks the pimps use. For a boy, it is simply just posing as a new friend to be trusted. For a girl, the pimp acts as a boyfriend. The boyfriend ploy works so well because the pimp, who is much older than the kid, makes the child think they care for them, taking advantage of their need to be loved, then tricks them into saying, "Run away with me," leading to a life of commercial sex. Tina Front, founder of Courtney's House and a survivor of domestic minor sex trafficking, said, "I was a 14-year-old girl, and the way the pimp came at me first, I didn't even know he was a pimp. He came at me like a boyfriend. Yes, he was an older boyfriend, but he cared about me. 6 months later, he still told me, 'Let's run away together. We can have a beautiful house and family.' I did believe him, and we ran away. And then the story changed." Once the minor is taken, what happens to them? The kids are usually held against their will in some sort of motel or at a house. The living conditions of the children is usually dismal. They are barely fed and are only given the necessities to look good for buyers and to survive. The abuse the kids go through is substantial. To keep the children from acting up, the pimps sometimes drug them, and in some cases, make them acquire a drug addiction in an effort to make the kids become reliant on them for the drugs. The pimps also brutally abuse them, both mentally and physically.
He definitely just beat us, like, it'll probably stump you out, like, stump you, like, when you're on the ground, physically stump you. Yeah. He'll probably hit you with a belt, physically slap you, punch you.
He would beat me with broomsticks, candles. He would burn me with candles. He would take metal hangers and beat me with them and poke me with them, belts, anything that he can get his hands on, he would beat me with.